Hi and welcome. My name is Gabriela Lopez. I am a licensed therapist here in New Jersey and proud owner of Therapeutic Self-Care, a group practice where we provide quality mental health services and teach simple self-care practices to help keep your mental health a priority. Today, I want to share with you 4 ways to change negative thought patterns. What are negative thought patterns? Negative thought patterns are automatic and sometimes irrational thoughts that come up when we are stressed, challenged, or facing some sort of adversity. One example would be, I failed an exam, therefore I am a failure. So today we're going to talk about 4 different ways to change these patterns of thinking. Number 1, challenging negative thoughts. Number 2, shifting negative thoughts. Number 3, positive affirmations. And number 4, practicing gratitude. So let's start with number 1, challenging negative thoughts. So with clients, what I would ask them to do is to list out all the evidence to support this negative thought, and then list out all the evidence to disprove this negative thought. So on one side, I would have them list out different examples to help support this. So for example, they may say, I failed an exam, or I failed at a relationship, or someone told me that I was a failure. So on the opposite side, I would ask them to challenge those thoughts. So for example, I failed an exam, but I also passed some exams, or I graduated. The next example, I failed at some relationships, but I also kept some relationships. The last example, I was told by someone that I was a failure. And you can challenge that by saying, someone has told me I am a good role model or an inspiration to them. When we are able to see the errors in our thinking, it becomes a lot easier and a higher chance of us challenging it when they pop up again for us in the future. This leads me to our next example, shifting negative thoughts. So in this practice, I have clients shift it from a negative thought to something more neutral and then to something more positive. By definition, when you are severely depressed, it's really hard to think positively. So that's why we practice shifting from something negative to something more neutral and then something more positive. It helps that transition a lot easier. So I'm going to give you an example of this. I am a failure is a negative statement. We can shift that to something more neutral, such as everyone fails sometimes. And then shift that to something more positive, such as failure is necessary for success. When we tell ourselves we are a failure, it leaves us feeling unmotivated and hopeless. When we shift that and tell ourselves failure is necessary for change or success, it can leave us feeling hopeful and more motivated to make change. This subtle change in thinking can help influence not only your feelings, your thoughts, and your attitude the rest of the day. The next example I want to share with you is positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that you listen to that helps change the way you think. The first 2 to 3 hours that your brain is awake, it is at its most prime, meaning that it is taking in and absorbing and processing information a lot quicker and helps set the tone for the rest of the day. So this is a perfect time for you to listen to positive affirmations and help set the tone for the rest of your day. One thing that I like to listen to, one of my favorite YouTube channels, is Impact Theory with Tom Bilyeu. He interviews successful and motivational people and helps them share some of their missions and stories. This helps me feel more motivated, ready for my day, and wanting to inspire the world just like he does. I like to listen to positive affirmations while I'm driving, washing the dishes, or even folding clothes. It helps set the tone for the rest of my day. The last example I want to share with you today is practicing gratitude. Gratitude has been around for many years, however, more recently has come into the mental health world as a therapeutic process. When we practice looking for things on a day-to-day basis that we're grateful for, it helps the brain rewire itself to look for more things to be grateful for. With clients, I would practice the 14-day gratitude challenge. I would ask them to write down 2 to 3 things that they were grateful for, and they had to be different things for the next 14 days. The first week, clients breezed through this. They were identifying family, friends, their health, their jobs as all things that they were grateful for. By week 2, a lot of clients reported struggling finding those things to acknowledge that they were grateful for. By the end of the challenge, they were able to identify smaller things that they were thankful for that typically they were dismissive of. So for example, I had a client say that she was very thankful for running hot water. Her pipes had frozen in the middle of the winter, and she was without running hot water for about 2 weeks, and she was very thankful to have running hot water. I had another client who reported feeling really thankful for their alarm clock. They were running around working 2 different jobs, and their alarm clock helped keep them on their work schedule. So this small little practice can help us continue to find and see and identify more things in our day-to-day that we're thankful for. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share this information with someone you think would benefit. Also, comment below and let us know other topics you would like to learn more about. Thank you again for watching. Please follow us for more mental health tips and community resources. Until next time, friends. Bye.